Hey, welcome back everybody. Craig here, and today I got a pretty fun one for you, I think. I am up above the Umpqua River and getting ready to go up to Illahee Rock. And should be pretty fun because I got a couple things to test out today. Got a new drone, so we're going to do some lookout observation using the drone. And then I've got a brand new CW Morse code rig that I'm going to test out and see how that's working. And if all goes according to plan, I'm going to take more of a cross-country route up the backside to the Illahee Rock proper, and then cut over to Harding Butte, and then come back. So if you're into that, stick around, and we'll go take a look and see how it's all looking up there. Conditions are kind of cold. I stayed here last night. It was really windy and got pretty cold, and there's a lot of snow patches around, so it might be a little bit icy. So we'll see how it is, and yeah, but it should be pretty fun. I just came around the bend to Harding Peak and got my first good look at it in mid-April, and I can see why it's not been activated. It'd be a little bit of a trick getting over there, but trail's kind of under a little bit of snow, and you can see a line running left to right, so I'm sure that's the trail bed. And then I'm gonna work my way up to that saddle, maybe, I don't know, or I might just kind of traverse around, you know, this facing aspect, and then up to the top. So we'll see what happens when I get over there. So I'm here at a spot where I got to make my first decision. I got to cross that snow traverse there. Pretty straightforward, but originally I planned at this junction to scale up. It's about a 400 or 500 foot just kind of up the side of this south facing or west facing ridge in order to get to the top, but I don't know, it looks pretty unpredictable. All that loose kind of scale there, just sliding around. I'm gonna continue on the normal path and wrap around and see if I can just add a few miles but get a more predictable climb up. All right, did it. Peak number one, Harding. Actually went in the reverse of the original plan just to make the loop work out better, but that was quite a slog getting up here, mostly bushwhacking. But what a view. Got Grandad Butte over there, Reynolds Butte, that's Diamond Peak above Diamond Lake, and then out there you got Thielsen and Tipsoo, and then to the right is Bailey, Thielsen, Tipsoo, or Bailey, and then looking all down through the Siskiyous and out to the coast. Pretty awesome. All right, gotta do some radio. All right, it's official. Harding Butte is officially activated, and this is my very first formal Morse code activation. For anybody that worked me today, I'm so sorry. That was brutal, really rough, but I got it done. I think here's my little setup, and it's feedback time, so if you did work me, you could definitely let me know what I could do better, because there's probably a lot. So I'm gonna wrap this up and get out of here because the weather's looking a little confusing, and I still got another peak to get to. We're over to the Illahee Lookout, and we're gonna do some drone footage, so hang in there, and that's what's coming up next. See ya. All right, well, I finally did make it up to Illahee Rock Lookout. Illahee is Chinook for earth, in case you wanted to know. So anyways, I got up here. It's been quite a complicated day. I'm exhausted. I took all the kind of bushwhack routes to get to both peaks, and I've got some great drone footage, so that's the best part of the day that hopefully you're going to be looking at here in a second. So the Illahee Rock area became a fire lookout in 1920. Had a tent and an alidade fire finder, and then in 1925 they built the D6 cupola that was built by Ranger Fred Assam. Just this 12 by 12 structure that you see here today. And the cupola up above was eventually lowered, but that used to stand up proud, probably another 5 or 6 feet, and that's what gives it the cupola designation. And then in 1955, I think operations were, picking up, and they needed more room and had more personnel, so they built this L4 tower, which is about 20 feet in the air, and full live-in environment. And in 1994 is when it became part of the National Historic Registry, Lookout Register. So that's the story, and I think they were in operation for many years. 1957 was when there was a helicopter crash here. The pilot unfortunately died trying to land on the rock, but the lookout staff personnel was able to save the passenger, and that was kind of one of the most notable histories. The area took a really big burn back in 2017, which is what most of the scarring here is from. There have been some more recent fires in the area as well, and but it's a great place. All right, well, that's a wrap. I think I'm gonna get out of here. I'm feeling pretty tired after the weekend's activities, but really wonderful spot. If you liked what you saw, I'm near Glide, Oregon, out here up above the Umpqua, and this was the Illahee Rock Lookout, and tons of access. It's a beautiful part of Oregon, not a lot of people here. And there's the Sasquatch Festival June 20th. You can come check them out doing their thing, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, I guess after action report, only 3 ticks. No, I didn't actually see any bear or wolves. And taking the cross-country trail up to the lookout was definitely something I wanted to achieve, but man, the trail on the front side, the normal trail, was fantastic. I thought it was going to be covered in snow, which is why I opted for the cross-country side, because it was on a sunny aspect of the slopes. But it was totally clear, and a joy to come down. And Harding Butte, I don't know how much longer that trail is going to be around. Really interesting scar area back there. Tough to get up to that, up to that area for that radio activation. But really proud of myself for getting that Morse code activation done on that peak. So pretty cool. And I'm gonna have to come back again and get it on the lookout, because I didn't get it this time around. Just the radio conditions were too bad. And I guess last but not least, that Jolka hot tap shower was unbelievable last night. It was nothing like coming home and firing that thing up and taking a super hot shower. So all in all, great trip. Hope you guys had fun. Love doing it. Catch you next time. Bye.